I.Eat.Games, yeah.
Hey Wastelanders, Mark here with Dogmeat to show you a little bit about how to develop your settlement. Now in this video we are going to go over the workbench, the interface, how to handle all the junk that you have picked up while you're traveling around in the wasteland, and we're going to talk about resources and a couple other things. But I'm going to show you how to get your settlement up and running. So the first thing we need to do is come over here to the workshop.
Sanctuary. I knew
this bench. Now, here is where, this is essentially where you're going to drop all your junk. Now, if you notice, when you bring up the interface, if you look at the bottom, it's going to be different which platform you're on, but there's an option to store all junk. Now, what this is going to do is it is going to take everything listed in your junk category and dump it into the workshop, and it's super helpful. So if you look at my weight limit there at the bottom left, when I drop all this junk, there it goes, down to 150 pounds, and it'll go into the workshop. And what this will do is it will allow you to cannibalize all those parts as you work. So whether or not you have it in your inventory or your workshop, it doesn't matter. But you don't want to carry around all that junk, so just go ahead and drop it in there. Now, it's important to note that in future settlements, these resources are not shared. I am not positive that you can link your settlements to share resources. I believe that you can, but I actually reached out to Bethesda and they told me that you could not. So I don't know which is the right answer, because I have seen a screen tip that said you could share resources. So more to come on that. Okay, so the next thing is, let's talk about the interface. So go ahead and press and hold the workshop menu button, which is select on the Xbox One. That's the left button. I don't know what Xbox actually calls it. I don't think anybody knows what they call it. Anyway, press and hold that button for a good 3 seconds and it will bring up the menu. Those of you that have played Fallout Shelter will be familiar with the interface a little bit. Let's go over from the very top on the left and work our way to the right. The amount of people you have actually in your settlement is counted here. So I have 5 people right now. I have 1 food, 0 water, so I have no resources, and they're red because I need to put something there for them to have. Same with power, and I have no defense, I have no turrets, I don't have anything, so that's not counted there. And I have 0 beds. So happiness is low, definitely because I have not done anything for these poor people. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some food. So in the bottom screen, go all the way over to resources. And in here, this is where you can get water resources, food, you can plant stuff, and there's some other stuff we'll go to in a little bit. First things first, let's get some water. So as you go through here, your first and basic option is the water pump. Now, it takes very few to build. If you look on the right here, you can see the components that we need to build it. If I'm missing a component, it will be it'll be grayed out. Interface confused me. So I'm going to build a pump here. Now let's keep an eye on the water icon up top. 3 is pretty good, but 3 is not enough. And I don't have any more resources. So I'm missing, if you look, I'm missing concrete. Well, if you look around your settlement, you can actually clean up. So with the interface still up, I walk over here, and in the bottom, actually, before I do that, let me show you something, a really helpful feature they added. If you look on the bottom, it says tag for search. If I hit the right bumper, if I hit that, it'll automatically tag. If you look up where the materials are, it'll automatically tag the one I'm missing. So if I keep hitting it, you can see it flash on and off. And so what that means is when you are out in the field looking for stuff and you go to grab something, it'll say clock or whatever component you need, which is contained within, it'll have that little search glass. It's really helpful when you're out there. So anyway, if I highlight an object, that means I can scrap it. Now, yellow means it's a resource. It means it's something I can use. So I'm going to scrap that, and I get 4 rubber pieces. So let's walk around a little bit and grab some stuff. And plus, you can kind of, clean up your area. Like the mailbox. Don't really need that. I can get some steel there. We can take these tires. Cinder blocks will give us some concrete. Yeah, there's some there. We might as well just take them. All right, that's ours. And let's see if this resolves the water issue. It does. It's green. It's happy. So now we need to take care of food. So let's go over here. Let's clean this area up, and we could plant some food here. This looks like a nice spot. So I'm going to go over here to food, and this is going to show all the stuff I have in my inventory. I actually don't have that much, but I did find a carrot, which I could have eaten, but I'm saving it so I could plant it, and so I can grow more carrots. So let's plant that. I'm going to thumb over. We're going to plant the corn. And we're going to plant this tato. That's it. That's all I have. Now, notice food, it actually still says it's in red. It's not happy. Well, that's because some resources you need to assign men or women to go get it and harvest it. So let's go see if we can grab one of our 5 people. Now, you have to keep the interface up like this. He looks pretty bored. So let's grab Jun. You can see at the bottom it says one of the options is to command him. So I'm going to hit A. And now I'm going to go back over and highlight this plant. And now you see at the bottom it says it's changed to assign. So boom, I'm going to assign him. Look in the upper left, it says this resource is now assigned. So an interesting tip that the interface never ever told me, and if it did, I missed it. But you can see who is assigned to a resource by highlighting them. So now see how I highlight her, and the vegetables are also highlighting? That means she's associated with it. She's working on it. So that's good. But we need to get somebody over here and assign somebody to also get this fruit. So this is, some the AI for the people here in the settlement is pretty good, but it's a really good idea just to come in and assign people to their jobs, because otherwise they're just not going to do them. What if I can assign her to do something? So, all right, I'm going to come over here and see if she will pick some food. All right. Well, let's see if she comes over and gets to work. There she goes. Great. Now, another thing you can do with your settlers is get out of this, and you can talk to all of them. Another thing you can do is you can give your settlers weapons and armor, and it's really important you do that. So let's talk to John.
Very good company right now.
Mr. Happy.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
He doesn't want to talk to me. There we go. So you can see he has a pistol. That's great, but that's not good enough. We need him to have something a little more serious. So let's sort. Yes, you can sort now. Let's sort by damage and see if I can give him a powerful weapon that I'm not using anymore, like this rifle. So you don't have to give them ammo, but we're going to store it over there on him. I'm going to go over to this side and take his pistol because I don't want him to use that. And if you look at the bottom, you can see if I press Y, I can force him to equip it. So we're going to do that. And also, let me see if I have any armor to give him. Long Johns. Well, he could probably use a hard hat. So let's give him the hard hat. Long Johns might be funny. Let's do Long Johns. No, we'll give him the Minuteman outfit. Oh, we got to give him a fedora. Oh, God. Give me that hat back. Okay, so, just like with the weapon, I can equip the fedora, the Minuteman outfit,
I'll try to make
And there we
myself
go.
useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling
And so
sorry
you
for
can do
himself.
this with everybody, and it's very, very helpful to do that. Okay, so
Yeah.
we've built some resources. We have assigned people to work. So let's also take a look at your settlement summaries. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything here. I'm very early in the game, but one thing I want to show you is how you can also take a look and manage all your settlements very easily. Now, if you come over here to data and then workshops, you can see I have 2 here, but as you work your way through the game, you will become, you will discover more settlements that you will be able to help out with. And so they will all be listed here, and it's a very easy way for you to see if there's an issue. There's a little triangle with an exclamation mark in it. That means that this settlement needs attention. And you can see that they're low on food, they have a weak defense, and they have no beds. But there's 5 people. That's why they're not very happy. Happiness ranges from 1 to 100. So this is an easy way for you to take a peek at all your settlements at once. Very helpful and not explained in the game. Okay, so next we are going to build another resource, but this is kind of a local vendor. So if you look up on the right where it shows what I need to build it, we need wood, steel, and it also requires a person. So let's just take it over here and let's just put it right here on the sidewalk. So now it's built, and we're going to go find a person. She's working on food, but you know, for the sake of this, I'm going to show you how this works. Again, we're going to command her, walk over here, and as I highlight it, you see how it's red? With the person, that means it has not been manned yet. So let's assign her to it. In the upper left, it says this resource is now assigned, but it's still red. So here she comes. And now it's green. So she is now going to be working this booth for us, which is great. So let's talk about power. So from the outset, you need to build some defense, and you also need to build a generator. But first we're going to start with the power. So let's build a generator, and it's kind of loud and noisy. Let's build it away from the people. So let's build it right here. Great. And the very next thing I recommend you do is build a recruitment beacon. Now, stick it near the generator, right there. And here comes the important part. This is the part where you attach wire, and it is not explained. It's really simple to do, but let me show you how to do it. So, see how I am highlighting the tower? Or the generator. At the bottom, you can see it says attach wire. So I'm going to press Y to attach wire. And now anything that can be wired to it will turn white. So I'm just going to highlight this tower and then hit attach wire again. Boom, there we go. And so now we have a recruitment beacon, and people, settlers nearby, wanderers, will be able to come over and visit us, and maybe they can join us and hang out with us, and I can put them to work. Okay, so next, let's build a turret, because you're going to want to get these up fairly quickly. Now, if you look again up on the right, you can see I can build 3 of these turrets. So I know right out of the gate, I can build 3. How should I go about doing this? So let's just put one here for now. And see, my defense went up 5. And you can see right there it says it produces 5. So we'll build one here. And then we're going to build one more right here. Great. Our defense is 15. Now, something important to note, your defense number should be equal or greater to the combination of your water and food. Now, another really interesting thing you can do is you can actually establish where you land when you fast travel. It's something really small, but I think really important. So to find that, just go to Resources, Miscellaneous, and then go all the way to the end to Fast Travel Target. And usually when I fast travel, I like to appear here looking at my settlement. So I can go over there to the workbench, or I can go over and work on armor or whatever. So I'm going to put it right there. And so you get a little XP for everything you build. And so let's look at one more thing. Let's build a light. Okay, let's move on to making and building a light. Now, this is important because it increases the happiness of all your settlers, but it also just makes it easier to see if you're here at nighttime. So you need to have a power generator in order to do this. So go to Power, go to Lights, and then select what kind of light bulb you want to build. So I'm just going to build this little industrial light. I'll just put it right there. And I'm going to put another one right over here. Now, here's the interesting part. If I highlight the light, if you look, it doesn't say attach wire. If I come down here to the generator, go to attach wire, the bulb is not lit up and it is not white. I cannot attach a wire to it. So what must you do? Well, my friends, head back into Power, Lights, and then into Connectors and Switches, and you have to select one of these conduits. So I'm just going to select this guy right here. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to put another one right over here. The conduits are good for, from what I can tell, for one surface. So it should light everything in this, about this area. So, but let's try it. So let's go over here, attach wire. Whoops. Attach wire. See how the conduit is now highlighted. There goes the light. Now, this light is not lit. So attach the wire over to the generator. Oh. Interesting, it's not attaching. I wonder if it's too far away. Yeah, it's too far away. So, let me see if I can move the generator there. Okay. And see if I can attach it. Good. There we go. There we have our lights. Now you can see the light is happy there. If I put the light here, let's see if it works. Yes. What about here? Yes. What about up here? No. So you can see I'm going to have to build another generator over here. But that's how you connect lights and generators, and this is a good start to getting your settlement going. I hope this has helped you guys. I hope you're having a lot of fun with the game. Thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget to check out my Fallout 4 review video. And also, if you're interested in seeing what the game looks like on the PC at 60 frames, I also have a video to that. Just look in the description, there's links. Thanks, guys.
I.Eat.Games, yeah.